Yo, it's jam packed, turn the volume to the max. Every episode hitting like a fresh new track. We got the juice, the vibe, the facts, so lean in close, it's time to unpack. Mic check, 1, 2, we breaking the mold. Story so bold, got the heat and the cold. From culture to combo, we never play flat. Every beat, every word, yeah, jam packed. J for the jokes, A for the art, M for the moments that hit from the heart, M for the magic, the mind, the map. Put it all together, now you're jam-packed. Tune in, lock in, we're taking you higher. Fuel for your thoughts, spark for your fire. No filler, no fluff, just truth intact. This ain't just a part, it's jam-packed. Yo, it's jam-packed, turn the volume to the max. Every episode hitting like a fresh new track. We got the juice, the vibe, the facts, so lean in close, it's time to unpack.
Andrew, do you know who Chase Young is?
Yeah, of course.
No. My point is, I don't either.
Hey, Drew,
These
it's your
defensive
boy.
teams. Kate Cunningham, what? Mike, just concede, man. It was about not being in the play-in, bro. Just concede. Just concede already.
We're back
What's going
with
on with
another.
Mike's video?
I know.
Oh snap! What up, Jam Packed? Welcome to another episode. I'm MK. I'm your host with somewhat of the most. Maybe I don't know. We'll figure it out. A bunch of things happening right now. You know, you have the NHL's in their playoffs, NBA's in their playoffs, and the NFL just had their draft. Let's overreact. First off, let's bring in our dude, main guy, the J in Jam, John 83. What's up, my boy?
What's up, brother? How we doing?
Oh, you know, chilling as always. Hey, we haven't touched anything at all about this first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. So we're going to go over this just briefly, because, you know, the other guys are doing whatever the other guys are doing. The Avalanche were facing the Kings. I know, guy. I'm sorry.
Oh, it hurts.
Outside of John, I know Dylan's feeling it as well. They lost the series 4-0 to the Avalanche. Avalanche already move on to the second round. In the Stars Wild series, it is tied 2-2. But with the next game on the 28th, you got the Golden Knights playing Utah Mammoth right now. Utah's leading 2-1 in the series. They are up 4-3 right now with 11:39 in the third. And let's see, we got Oilers Ducks. Anaheim leads that series 3-1. Buffalo, you got the Sabres and Bruins, and a ghost in the mist.
Hey.
Oh, Mr. NBA Jam himself. What's going on, my guy?
Been too long, guys. Busy couple of months here. I had to jump on.
Let's go.
And you're talking about the NHL? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, nobody else is on. I'm like, I know my guy John wants to talk some hockey.
NBA playoffs, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, same thing with the Stanley Cup playoffs. That's what we're doing.
Oh, that's true. I forget about the NFL, AHL sometimes. I should. It's such a great league, but
NBA's next though, so hang tight. You got Sabres Bruins in their series. Buffalo's leading that series 3-1 with the next game on the 28th as well. Lightnings and Canadians are tied 2-2. Their next game's on the 29th. Hurricanes moved on. They won their series 4-0 against the Senators, so they're in the second round. And then Penguins and Flyers. Philly's up 3-2 in that series. Next game's on the 29th. John, outside of the disappointment of the Kings showing in the playoffs, what are you excited for in these playoffs so far?
So the Ducks look really good. The Edmonton Oilers are like our rivals for sure. So I love that the Ducks are smashing all over them.
Let's go.
What's crazy is the other night, might even been last night. The Ducks won by a overtime goal, and the puck was literally stopped by the goalie's skate, but they still counted it as a goal. I don't know how that happened, but I'll take it because I don't want the Oilers to win anything.
Wow.
So Ducks up 3-1, strong series there. And the Sabres are really strong right now too. Up 3-1 against the Bruins. The Sabres are offensive juggernaut, so really hard to stop. Going to be interesting to see who can stop them down the stretch. And then you already talked about Mammoth and the Golden Knights. I think that's a wonderful matchup because it's two teams that clash really well against each other and they play really hard. Mammoth is up 4-3, like you called, and they're up in the series 2-1. But I mean, Golden Knights can come back at any point in time, so that's going to be a fun series to watch. But yeah, lots of fun in hockey. Sad that the Kings aren't in it, but there's plenty of good teams to still watch. Oh, and the Mammoth and Golden Knights just tied it up, so it's 3-3.
Let's go.
Yeah, so good stuff there. But yeah, lots of fun in hockey.
We'll keep everybody posted next week as the series moves on and deeper into the playoffs. Let's move on to the NBA playoffs. Still in the first round. Thunder is right now playing the Suns. They're up 126-115 with like a minute 30 left in the game. They're up 3-0 against the Suns. Looks like they're going to sweep it and move on to the next round. The Lakers are up 3-1 against the Rockets with the next game on the 29th. You got Nuggets and Timberwolves. Minnesota's leading that series 3-1. It looks like Nuggets are leading this game right now, 69-54, with about 9 minutes left in the third. We'll see if the Wolves can come back and close out that series. That'll be interesting. If the Wolves close out that series, that'll be something to talk about, especially with the way Jokic has played all season. They match up well with the Nuggets. The Nuggets just haven't been the same as of late, and this is a testament to that.
Something the Nuggets can struggle with is when they're playing very uber athletic, defensive minded teams like that, and then Rudy Gobert. I mean, I kind of always doubt him, but he's had a really good series, so I have to kind of give him his credit. I always think he's the most overrated four-time winner. Like 4-time Defensive Player of the Years, I think is a little overrated. Personally, I don't think his impact has been that great on teams. Like and what he's gotten paid for his career, but he's kind of showing why he gets paid, so he can be the guy out there guarding Jokic and making his life very, very difficult. The issue that the Wolves have is Anthony Edwards is out. He got injured in Game 3, and now that he's not there, they could have a lot of offensive problems. They got kind of lucky because what's that kid's name? Dormammu or Dormammu?
Yeah.
I don't even know how to say his name, but man, he had the game of his life in Game 4. But I wouldn't be surprised to see the Nuggets come back and win this thing in 7 if Edwards is out. I mean, that's just it's something that can really happen. They're the higher seed, so if they can just get through Game 6, then they have the home court advantage again, and and Wolves are in trouble. Now, if Edwards comes back, I don't know. They seem to have figured out the Nuggets, and I don't think the Nuggets coaching is as good as it used to be. I know they fired Malone, but I honestly think he coached these guys better than their current coach. So that's just me. But and they're not quite the same team they were in the championship. They don't have Michael Porter Jr. They don't have KCP. So there's a lot of untested guys on the team right now. So that's the bad thing for the Nuggets.
DiVincenzo out for the year as well with the ACL tear, just as a side note.
So DiVincenzo ends up tearing his Achilles. In the last 2 playoffs, every person that has torn their Achilles has worn the number 0. Every single one, which is wild.
Is Tatum number 0?
Yes.
Too?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Tatum, Lillard, and DiVincenzo. All of them wear number 0.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. That's so wild. Note to self: never wear number 0 ever in my life. My gosh.
Yeah, that's just a bad break. Super bad break. What's that?
I want to ask you guys, what's a bigger story? Lakers being up 3-1 or Orlando being up 3-1?
I think Orlando.
Me too, man.
I think Orlando being up 3-1 is huge. The fact that the Lakers are up 3-1, I mean, KD was out 2 games. 2 games out of the 4. So that's not as big of a surprise to me. The Rockets just aren't the same as they were last year, which in my opinion, I think they hit the panic button. And when they brought over KD, like, they had a strong young squad. There was no reason to go out and kind of go grab him, but I think they could have filled some holes with some, some cheaper pieces, essentially.
Yeah. I think they feared having to pay some of those young guys they didn't want to commit to completely. But ultimately, when you go out and get a guy to be your main scorer and he's 37 years old, like, it's a huge risk, man. Like, it's a huge risk. And we kind of see it over and over again. Sometimes it works out, but more likely than not, I don't think it does.
Let's keep moving on. You got the Spurs up 3-1 against the Blazers. They play on the 28th. Drew alluded to the Piston Magic. Magic are up 3-1 against the Pistons. I think that's just, I don't think anybody saw that coming, especially with the way the Pistons were playing in the regular season. Their next game is on the 29th.
One of the big issues they're having is Jalen Duran just hasn't played what I expected him to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's kind of the X factor on that whole team. Like, Cade is the superstar. He's the one who's the leader. He's played great this series. He's brought it every night. He could have some high turnovers this game, I think, and some struggles in the second half. But he's been bringing it all series. But Duran, his youngness is definitely showing the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say this about the Magic: we expected a lot more from them this season. Like, I thought they were going to be a top 4 seed this season with Banchero and Wagner, and just how defensively and with getting Desmond Bain, they traded all those picks for Desmond Bain. I thought they were going to do more. So maybe this is just them finally kind of getting their self together. But they also did lose Wagner.
Yeah.
Tonight,
I think the balance is off, right? So when Duran's not doing well, usually Isaiah Stewart can kind of come in and clean that up for him, and they're both not doing well, right? So I think that's kind of prevalent in the series here.
I don't know if it's just the playoff intensity they're not ready for. They're just not used to it. It does change when you watch it. Playoffs is a whole different thing that's going on here. And you see it from the Lakers. Marcus Smart's just laying it all out on the floor every game, trying to win every single play. He's been my favorite player to watch. And I thought his career was done, and all of a sudden he's become like one of my favorite players to watch. Not just because he's on the Lakers, just like the way he's playing is incredible. Sure. Maybe the best I've ever seen him play, and he was with the Celtics that lost to the finals in Golden State. But I don't know, I've never seen him play this well before.
I think it's easier to play. In my opinion, it's a lot easier to play and kind of fill a role, no matter what the team needs, when not all the pressure is on you. If you're not, if you don't have the pressure to constantly bring the ball up, then you can kind of play a little more freely. Like when I'm going through and I'm picking up, or we're playing pickup basketball, and this is just kind of what I mean. If I got a guy who's constantly a shooter, okay, I'm not gonna let me set a pick for him so that he can get open and I can roll to the basket. Like, try to adjust my play to fit everybody else's need. Marcus Smart doesn't have to be the top scorer. He can be more of a facilitator. He can go in and go, worry about, oh yeah, I need to go get block or steals. I can help backsides to try to get blocks. Like he can focus more defensively than have to be more of an offensive threat. At the same time, if he's open, why not take it? Like, if he's open for a corner three or whatever, then so be it. Take the shot. But in my opinion, that's why I think Reeves kind of thrives with the Lakers. He doesn't have to be the top scorer, so he can play a little more freely. To me, it was like a Jordan Poole type situation. I don't have to be Steph, so I can play a little more freely. And he kind of fed off of Steph's energy, which is why after leaving Golden State, that energy wasn't there anymore. Now he's more pressured to being the top scorer, and sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. Like you see what I'm saying? Like, to me, Marcus Smart has been playing great.
I'm following you. Just don't compare Reeves to Jordan Poole. But I get what you're saying. I'm just kidding.
I mean, at one point, man, the Warriors had that crazy, front court, like with Steph, Jordan Poole, and Clay. I was like, who's stopping them? Nobody was stopping them.
They were just shooting like crazy. Yeah.
And so, I mean, I get it. Now there's a lot more pressure, and you never know what a player would do when they have to handle that pressure. When they're put in the situation of like, dude, we need you to score at least 25, 30 a game. Like, need you. No, okay. Well, there's no other. I mean, look at KD. They needed him to be the top scorer. Yeah, he's 37, but you got to be that guy. If you're not that guy that night, like, we're gonna be hurt, and we're gonna have to look for something. And it's not always easy to turn that switch on and off. Just my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. I think we do. There was that game. They did play game 2, and I'm assuming he was playing hurt, I guess, since he sat out game 1. And probably smart that he just. It sucks that he's not playing through it, but he tried that for Golden State, tore his Achilles, and was out for like 2 years.
Right.
So if that happened again to him, his career's over. He basically got to retire. So
yeah, I don't think there's no recovering from that.
For him, I'm like, you know what? It makes sense. Take the day off. Don't play. Don't risk your last few years of your career. But one thing I'll say is during this series, there was a time where, like, I'd say last season even, where in my mind, I'd rather have Kevin Durant on my team over LeBron James. And after watching this whole season, not just this series, but just watching this whole season, I'm like, actually, as of right now, I think LeBron is outplaying Durant this season at 41, 4 years older, and still outplaying Durant right now. So I don't know if Durant's just dropped off or if LeBron's kind of thriving a little more now that he doesn't have to carry the load with Luka here full time. But yeah, watching that game 3 comeback and him and Marcus Smart getting those steals in the game, hitting those threes. I mean, it was just really, really fun game. Made me believe, like, for the first time ever, like, wow, LeBron, he's up there. He's really good, and I've always been kind of not a hater, but just always respected the game, but not. I never saw him even in Jordan's stratosphere. You know what I mean? I never even saw him that way. I saw him as like a top 5, but not even a top 2. I didn't like him at 2 even for me. I know other people would say I'm crazy, but that's just me. But man, I never thought at 41 it would make a difference, but right now he's kind of making a difference in my mind. I'm like, wow, I can't believe he's doing this at 41. That's insane.
At 41, it
I
is
remember
impressive.
The last 41-year-old player I saw was Vince Carter, and I remember he would come in at the end of games because people would be chanting his name. He'd hit a couple threes, get a layup or something, and then he'd leave. He'd play like 5 minutes. You know, like that's what a 41-year-old player is usually doing. He's a mentor. He's not doing a lot on the floor. And LeBron's literally leading them to a playoff victory against a really good team, you know, a playoff in the West, team in the West. So,
well, I'm gonna give you this.
Seen.
If I had millions of dollars to help keep my body in shape during the off season, I'd still be dunking. If I had that much money to stay in shape and, you know, and pay for the hyperbaric chambers and cryotherapy and all the other stuff that he does in the off season, I wouldn't be too shabby either on the court. Unfortunately, I don't have that kind of money, and so I see how it is. And I'm not even sponsored by them.
Yeah. Yeah. And and knock on wood, I mean, he's had the benefit of never tearing the Achilles or something like that.
Right.
But
I mean,
part of that is because of his work ethic, right?
Oh, definitely.
But even those guys, even like Kobe, who worked really hard on his game, on his body, even every day in the off season, he eventually got caught with the Achilles tear and stuff like that. So,
but in all honesty, LeBron's built different than KD. He's built different than Kobe. His body type build is just different. I mean, he's. You could honestly compare LeBron's physically to a lot of the players in the 90s where they were built, right? You didn't hear about Achilles tears in back in the 90s very often because guys constantly worked out. Like they were just yoked. LeBron is almost in that realm of yoke. He didn't have the chicken legs.
I thought everyone told me that Jordan was playing against plumbers or something.
Oh, like with that. Plumbers? Yeah, them plumbers were yoked though. Like
David Robinson. Oh my gosh, man, his bicep was bigger than my face. Like when people say that, I'm like, that's the dumbest. You think Patrick Ewing? Are you joking?
Yeah.
Like he had to go through Patrick Ewing every single year to get to the finals. Like that's and Shaq and Patrick Ewing. Yeah, that's it.
I honestly don't think that there is a NBA player. Think of just the centers in the league right now. None of them are built like David Robinson. None of them are built like Karl Malone. None of them.
Yeah.
No. I mean, in an alley fight, I take the 90s players all day.
The closest I think is Giannis. You don't always notice it because he's so long, but
yeah, he's so lanky.
He's a big dude. Like,
oh yeah, he wasn't always like that though. He wasn't all. Remember when he first came into the league? He was just lanky.
Well, he was like 6'8". Now he's like 7 feet and huge. It's pretty crazy.
And just constantly putting on muscle. Like that dude put in work. There's a reason why he is where he is.
Yeah.
You can't foul him. I mean, you can try, but like
I guess the last center we had like that was what, Dwight?
Yeah, but even Dwight just wasn't good on the post. He was okay. He was a good rebounder. In my opinion, he should have accepted the fact that he was a good rebounder, good shot blocker, and possibly could have created his own little lob city, right? But I'm not giving you the ball in the post, bro.
I didn't know that. So it was interesting. I saw him in 2009 lose to the Lakers, and I was never watching the game like, Powell just plays him one-on-one. They don't double him ever.
No, because he was terrible.
Powell just played him straight up, and he didn't do much. Well, he had a couple of good games, but it wasn't like he was killing us. And And after that, I felt like the whole league realized, like, wait, you don't even got a double Dwight. Like, what are we doing? Because
Right.
Orlando's whole game was give it to Dwight and kick to all your shooters, right? You had Alston and Jameer Nelson and Turkaloo and Rashard Lewis. Man, that guy could shoot. Like, these guys were all
Right.
shooters waiting for those kickouts. Once they figured out he couldn't, every time it was so frustrating to watch with the Lakers. He would dribble into the post to the middle with his left or right hand. He'd just turn in and go, and a guard would be waiting there, just boop. It's like they watched film and they already knew. Oh, here it is. And
as soon as he puts his head down, he's going.
Yeah.
There was no finesse. There was no footwork.
And he would never hold it up. He always brought the ball down. I'm like, dude, like.
I would even go on an edge and say that Andrew Bynum had a better post game than Dwight, even though Dwight had a better career.
You want to talk about how sad our center situation was back then? Andrew Bynum was considered the second best center in the league, and the guy hated basketball.
Yep.
He literally hated basketball. That's how bad the center situation was after Shaq retired, man. That's so wild.
Well, you get beat up by Shaq for so many years. Like, yeah, no, I don't want to.
No thanks.
A 7-footer? You mean I gotta go play him? Nah. I'm good. I'm good. Let's go on to the Cavaliers. Cavaliers and Raptors are tied 2-2. I didn't think that was going to be it, although I'm starting to see Tesla's Hall of Fame Harden show up. I saw some random stat that the Harden has posted yet another game with more turnovers than he had field goals, and that has happened more than enough time, like in double digits in his career. That is wild. When you're averaging more turnovers than field goals, or have more turnovers than field goals in full-on games, not games where you like you play the first quarter, you're doing terrible, and then they pulled you. Like, you played full-on game, and then is this just a constant disappearing act by Harden? Like, what is this going to be his legacy?
I think it already is, man. Like, I think the Clippers won that. I mean, I know Harden is probably the better player in the regular season, but I like Garland, man. I think the Clippers won that trade. They got younger, and they got a guy who's great point guard, great game, and they got rid of a guy who has more turnovers and field goals way too many times in the playoffs, like, or just disappears. At least he took shots, like, in this game. Like, he took 14 shots, right? Like, there we go. I mean, Donovan Mitchell took 24 shots and only made 6, so they weren't winning this game, but just a really bad shooting performance by them. But honestly, the Raptors didn't shoot much better. They just wanted it more, I think. I don't know, man. I wouldn't trust Harden on my team. Great player.
Don't jinx us. The Lakers are gonna trade for him. Don't jinx us.
Oh man, don't. No, they won't. No, they won't.
Knicks are. Go ahead.
This is what I think, guys. Though, like, I think this offseason that the Warriors should just go all in on the old guys. Like, if you're gonna keep Steph, like, try to get LeBron. Get everybody. Who's all the old guys in the league? Like, maybe Durant. Maybe the Rockets are already done with Durant. Just get them all together, see what happens. Do a full Brooklyn Nets old guy roster and see if you can.
Lakers tried that years ago. That didn't work out.
Who tried that?
Lakers.
Yeah,
Remember, we had Gary Payton, we had Karl Malone, we had.
Well, no, I would say that one worked out. We lost in the finals. That's still a good run. The Nets did it, and they couldn't even get. Actually, no, the Lakers did it more recently. Remember, I remember the picture. It was Anthony Davis, LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Russell Westbrook. And there was someone else on there that I'm like, whoa, where did all these Hall of Famers come from all on the same team? But it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. They couldn't even play together. So
I don't think anybody saw the Knicks Hawks series is tied as well. I thought the Knicks were going to run away with that. Hawks are giving them some fits, man.
After game one, I thought I'm like, oh, this is done, but nope. Hawks are putting up a fight, man. CJ McCollum.
I love it.
CJ McCollum is playing great. Johnson's running the team, but McCollum's finishing it. He's the clutch guy they need, man. He's a great player. And
then Boston's up 3-1 against the Sixers.
Yep.
I don't think the Sixers are doing anything.
You know what the Knicks' problem is? Is they hired the wrong coach. I don't know why. Man, Mike Brown, man, he's the best assistant coach in the league. Seriously. But he's been the head coach too many times and failed too many times. Like, I think after a while, like, somebody's got like, hey, maybe this isn't the role for you. You're a great guy. You're a great coach, but not everyone's a head coach, and it's okay. Like, you're going to make millions of dollars, great X's and O's. The guy doesn't make any adjustments, and maybe I'm wrong because I'm not in the room, right? I bet if he listens to that criticism, he's like, these guys are dumb. Like, I know what I'm doing. But from the outside looking in, it's like, oh, I wonder. There was a game where the first quarter, they had a lineup that did horrible. They were negative, like 20 points. Atlanta went on this huge run. Sure enough, at the end of the third quarter, he rolled out the same lineup, like it was the same pattern he does every single game. And it's like, dude, you just saw that it didn't work. It was horrible for your team. Switch it up, right? Like mid-game, make a change to your plan, change up your minutes, and like, but no, he just, my plan's going to work, and he just sticks to it. And I saw it for an entire season or two with the Lakers, and it drove me nuts. And it's the same thing for the Knicks. It was the same thing for the Kings. I'm like, the same thing for the Cavs. No wonder why LeBron couldn't do nothing in his first. Like, I'm like, my goodness, like had to deal with that. So I don't know, man.
It's so funny.
The Knicks fired their coach way too fast when they had no one lined up to take his place, and they just had to pick whoever was available, and they took Mike Brown, and it was a mistake. So
when I was coaching
that squad,
when I was coaching basketball, I would do that. I would seriously change up things mid-game, and even like right after a timeout. So, especially in like at the high school level or whatever, most teams play man, if not a 2-3 defense.
Yep.
Right. Some teams will play a 3-2, but not most. Right. So I like, okay, let's do this. We'd come out in a 2-3 stretch. Try to trap your guards. And the stretch we picked you up at like 3/4 court. So it looked like a full, full court press, but my guards like to run. So, and then the others, I could see the other coach, he'd get all frustrated because, they don't know how to break it. Timeout. And so they go and they're like drawing up a play. I get my guys in. I'm like, all right, we're going to come back out in a 1-3-1. And so they go back onto the court after the coach has just drawn up a different play to try to break the defense that they were seeing. And now they're seeing a completely different defense. And they were like, what just happened? We can't, coach, this isn't working. We're like, timeout. Timeout. Could bring my guys in. All right, we're going boxing one. I want you're guarding that shooter right there. You're just following him. Everybody else playing zone. They come back out. They're like, ah! It was so great. All mind games from there. All mind games. Good luck to the teams moving forward into the second round conference finals. We know there are going to be some good matchups coming up. We'll keep an eye on that and update who's moving forward by next week. NFL draft. Hey, we live streamed the first round of that NFL draft, all 3.5 hours, 4 or 5 hours. I don't know how long we were on. We were on for a really, really long time. But let's overreact a little bit. John, I want to know how you feel. And don't be shy. How do you feel about San Fran's draft? Do you feel like you at least got some filled some of the needs? Like, did you recognize any of the names? Like, I want to know how you felt while you were watching this thing.
So it's hard because I had so many emotions. So we're in the first round, right? And I'm like, okay, pick 27. So we trade the pick to the Dolphins. And I'm like, all right, pick 30. We trade the pick to the Jets. So at that point, when we trade the pick, we get out of the first round. I see a name like David Boston's up there as a receiver. If we had to pick a receiver first, I'm okay with picking him, right? Big body, super exciting receiver. And then we went with DeJon Stribling. And while I don't know too much about him, I think I was a little frustrated because I really wanted to get a name that maybe that I was comfortable with. And as a fan, you kind of hope you get a big name if you're going to go for a position like receiver. Now, the reason I say that is because we have other holes. And so if we weren't going to go after something that was going to be exciting, then let's go after our needs, right? We did address offensive tackle. We got 2 offensive tackles. Carver Willis is somebody who from the Huskies, we got him in the 4th round. Kind of excited about him because I think he can grow into he might even be our center down the road. I heard that he's very agile and flexible across the line, so I'm excited about that. Excited about our edge, Romello Height. I think from Texas Tech. I think he's going to be nice to be to give the team some depth because I think we're a little light on that. And then there's some unknowns. So I heard a lot about Ephesians Prysock as a cornerback. Again, another Washington Husky. Nice long kid. Built the right way. Not really sure why he's was picked in the 4th round versus going a little higher, but it seems like there are a lot of people that are high on him. I just don't know too much about him. And then we picked up question mark Jaden Duggar from as a linebacker from Louisiana. Great that he's a linebacker. He also played safety, so we might move him around. I could see that maybe being a positive for us. But if he's playing linebacker position, he's actually really small. So, I think there's a bunch of questions I have. So I'm not necessarily thrilled with the draft. And on top of that, we get a running back in the 3rd round, and that's not anything I think we necessarily need this year. The running back room's really full, and we just made it fuller, right? And we used a 3rd round pick for it. So I'm hoping he's everything that they're looking for, but not really sure what we were. I don't know what we were going for. Like I know they addressed some needs. But I felt like the needs were addressed in randomness, and there wasn't really a methodology to it. So I'll be honest with you, I'm a little frustrated, but there are a couple picks that I'd like to just see if they pan out. As far as names that I knew one, which isn't great, as a fan when you hope that there were so many other names that I knew that were on the board and didn't get picked from my team. So yeah, I think a little disappointing from my side. I actually liked your draft a little better. I think the Raiders did a really good job. I've shared that with multiple folks now, and yeah, I wish I would give us maybe a C-. I'd like to see how the season pans out.
I'm actually shocked, and not so much shocked at the Raiders like. This is probably the first time that I've seen the draft that I was like, you know what? They did a good job. They and when I say they did a good job, like everybody knew. I did not hold my feelings back on wanting to trade back from Fernando Mendoza. Like I would have been okay having Kirk Cousins run a year. And hopefully landing a quarterback next draft. Now that is a high risk. Obviously, we have the number 1 pick. We could have shopped around. Don't know what the offers were, so maybe the offers weren't right. But take Mendoza out of this. Take the number 1 pick out. I wasn't even too worried about our second and 3rd pick. But from let's see. We had in the second round we had pick 6. We picked up Traden Stukes from Arizona. Then Kenron Crawford, edge rusher out of Auburn. But the next couple of picks after that were absolute hits, in my opinion. In the third round with pick 27, they pick up Trey Zune from Texas A&M. They have him labeled as a center. I will go on edge or on record and say that they will most likely put him at guard because of the big signing with Lindenbaum. And because we still don't know, okay, we have Jackson Powers Johnson, and we just signed Buford from you guys, Spencer Buford, and so we don't know what we're getting there. But this dude had the highest blocking grade in the SEC. Ended up winning like the All SEC first team's All SEC selection and won the conference's like Jacobs blocking trophy for the year. Amazing pick in the third round. Amazing. To follow that up and to have our very next pick in the fourth round and pick the number 2 ranked in his position, Jermod McCoy, and get absolute value for that. Now, everybody thought he was going to go high. He did have a knee injury. He tore his ACL in January, but even if his knee doesn't pan out, I'm okay taking him in the fourth. Now, if we would have reached for him in like the second, maybe even the high end of the third, then I probably would have questioned it. Like, but to have a guy like that has
top 10 pick.
Oh, dude, top 10 pick ability, regardless of the knee, for him to land to us into the fourth round. Absolutely amazing pick, right? Like, I'm okay with that. Only to follow that pick up with Mike Washington out of Arkansas, running back out of Arkansas. I honestly think now Mike Washington, most people don't know, but Mike Washington ran the fastest 40 for the running backs position this past combine. To pair him up with Ashton Genty. Now, mind you, Genty barely got or was close to getting 1,000 yards with a really janky offensive line. Everybody around the league knew our offensive line was absolute trash last year. Absolute trash, right? Bottom of the league, what have you. We've brought in pieces to fix that. We brought in pieces to help with that. Will that open things up for Ashton Genty? Absolutely. Will a hard hitter, downhill runner with 4.3 speed in Mike Washington help with that? Absolutely. Will an offensive coordinator, now new head coach, who just took his previous team to the Super Bowl, help with that? Absolutely. Okay, I'm sitting here going, dude, I'm not saying we're going to the Super Bowl, but I honestly think that we will be able to contend.
Sure.
None of the picks outside of Fernando Mendoza, and maybe even Fernando Mendoza will sit a couple games. Cousins will take over. He'll learn for a little bit. Now, I don't think that transition will take very long. But in most of the cases, most of our picks will be learning. Like, the edge rusher we took in the third, he'll be learning from Max Crosby. We picked up, Kwity Paye, also there. Malcolm Kuntz, still there. Like, the guys are already starters and have backups. Sure. Like, you will have to compete in order to get out there. In the past, it's always been, we're drafting you, you need to start now.
You have depth,
right? Now we have a little bit of depth. And on the defensive end, like, we just collectively have been able to fill needs, but to push, the guys that are actually starting. And so I'm like, oh, dude, I'm actually excited for the season. It's been a long time since I was excited for the season. I know I'm not a normal Raider fan. Like, I understand ball, right? I've been around the game. I've coached the game. I've played the game. I'm not that kind of guy that's like, oh, we're going to the Super Bowl every year. Next year's our year. Next year's our year. Like, no, things need to pan out. We need to make good decisions. The right pieces need to be in place. Now, we have a lot of wild card, unknowns. Like this is going to be the first year head coach, first year defensive coordinator. Right, we don't know what the defensive coordinator is going to be. I don't know if he's going to be blitz heavy or if he's not. Is he going to stay basic? Is he, what kind of things is he going to run? And of course, anytime I'm talking like even decently about the Raiders, somebody's got to chime in, and it's always this dude.
Raiders suck.
It's always this guy. Anytime. Anytime.
Sorry, Caden had a playoff game tonight, so
you're good.
I had to ref afterwards. So,
yeah.
As you know, Mike, it's been a long day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I just wanted to real quick say a couple things.
Yep.
I know you probably already talked about it, but
no, you're good.
I was really impressed with the Spurs comeback victory yesterday.
Oh yeah.
I haven't watched a lot of Spurs basketball this year, but you go down 16 at half and you win a game by 21. That's impressive to me. And they did it on the defensive end, which we know that's who they are. And I don't think Portland's that great, but I mean, I don't want to take anything away from that huge comeback. That's pretty amazing. Magic looked good. Magic may win a second round series versus the Cavs or Raptors, depending on who comes out of that series, which is also surprising to me.
Yep.
My boy James Harden had more turnovers than field goals made for the 20-something time in his career in the playoffs, but that's all right. Not all Hall of Famers are goats. So, Lakers gonna get the backwards sweep going, so they're gonna lose 4-3 in that series.
Oh.
LeBron gonna be the first to do that. Then he'll go join the Warriors. What else I got? Phoenix. Well, it was a good year. Although I just read a report, I don't know if it's true or not, that said Giannis has interest in teaming up with Booker and Green. And I think that if he does that, that would make them extremely competitive. And supposedly they're on one of his, destination lists. So
interesting.
I think that'd be fantastic. And I think if you're Phoenix, you gotta, go for that for sure.
You alluded to the Spurs comeback win in the first half. Trailblazers scored 25 and 33 in the first and second quarter. In the third and fourth quarter, they scored 16 and 19 points. To end the game, the Spurs had a grand total of 12 steals and 10 blocks. To top that off with 31 defensive rebounds.
That's wild.
Wow. Wow. That's wild. That is absolutely wild. But yeah, so I don't know. Do I necessarily want Giannis in the West? Not really. But I guess it's okay. Whatever the league needs, right? The NBA has shown that.
I think that'd be great for Phoenix. As a Phoenix fan, I'm like, dude, I really hope it happens. Like I said, I don't know how much truth there is to it, but it'd be great to see Booker next to someone like Giannis, and you add in Green. I think that's exciting, right? Like that makes Phoenix and like that big three is an instant contender. I mean, you got someone who could stay with Wemby. You got Booker and Green, who are, Green's a future star and Booker's already a star. So I think that'd be cool. I don't know if they can make it work payroll rise, but supposedly Phoenix is on his list. And so, yeah, I got a little excited when I saw that, especially after losing 4 straight games to the Thunder and being booted out, which I knew would happen, but I just figured we would maybe get a game or at least keep one game less than double digits, but that didn't happen. So, yeah.
Any big surprises for you in the draft?
Yeah, the Niners are being stupid again and thinking they know more, and I don't understand why we can't just go with conventional logic. And I mean, if you're gonna pick that guy, like I guess I don't have an issue with the pick. if that's truly who we're sold on, but I have an issue with where we picked him. We traded down 3 spots and like, okay, cool. And then we go and pick our wide receiver, which I know John's trying to look at the positive side of it of, the guy's a good blocker and fits the run scheme that Shanahan wants and all that. But it's like every mock had him going about 17 picks later. So
yeah,
why didn't we just go 15 to 17? Like, I think John Lynch just got too cute, to be honest. Too much time to think about it. We had the whole day to basically say who we gonna pick tomorrow, and then tried to do what he did with Trey Lance when he had too much time to think about it and make a trade and give up a lot. And I don't know. I think there were plenty of other players we could get. There was a guard or a tackle, I think, that right after him.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see what happens, but yeah, I don't know. I did unfortunately I liked Arizona's picks. I know why the Rams did what they did at 13. I don't know that I would have done that, but they got their guy they wanted, and so I think they could have probably traded down as well. But maybe it's easier said than done to do these trade downs. But especially in that situation, because they were worried about Arizona trading up, I guess, and getting him before they got him. So, but the Niners, I just I don't know.
Who do you think had the best draft out of all the teams?
I actually think Cleveland had a really good draft.
Yeah.
Cleveland had a really good draft. I think Arizona, unfortunately, had a good draft. They got position players they needed. I personally do not, I don't think you draft I don't know if you guys saw this. Do you know that them drafting Jeremiah Love at number 3 makes Jeremiah Love the highest paid running back in the league?
Yeah.
Yep. That's crazy, right? Like, I'm like, you're giving a rookie, granted, he's an all-around player, but you're giving him the highest running back contract, more than Saquon, who's, proven. Yeah. It's crazy to me. So I think a lot of teams did well in their draft, to be honest. I think this was if you didn't need a quarterback, I think it was a good draft, right?
Thanks.
All the teams that needed a quarter. Yeah, Mendoza's just, he's not it, man. I'm telling you, he's not it.
I've been saying that all year.
The guy he beat out for the Heisman is looking for a job at McDonald's right now. So
here's what's interesting. Diego decides, okay, wait. He's the first Heisman finalist to not get drafted since 2014. Not only did he not get drafted, he decides, hey, I'm going to represent myself. I don't want anybody else taking my money. Well, now everybody's asking, like, what money?
Yeah.
He decides, apparently he also declined a couple of invites to to rookie camps to then decide, yes, I'm going to take the training camp invite from the Ravens, where he won't start. Let alone the number 2 guy is Huntley, and if in the past they've had an amazing relationship, him and Lamar Jackson. Like, do you think the Ravens are going to break that up? Yeah, right. It's interesting to see his decision making. I don't think that the Ravens are going to want kind of his PR headache to enter to be a part of that QB room, but who knows? That clearly they're going to give him a chance. This is the first in this last draft. Both Colorado and North Carolina had 0 players chosen in the NFL draft. Sorry, Coach Prime, Coach Belichick. Now, mind you, now the recruiting thing is now starting to pan out, right? Like, we gotta, they actually have to, like, they're not bringing anybody else from any of the HBCU colleges. I do think though that the Jets are looking a little bit better.
Yeah, I thought they had a good,
at least on paper.
On paper, they look like if I was an up and coming quarterback for next year, in my opinion, I would want to go to the Jets, not for their coaching or for their history, but just from what they've drafted this year on paper. I mean, you have Garrett Wilson still. You picked up Omar Cooper. Sadiq's at going to be running at tight end. I think they drafted really well. Brees Hall's still there. Like there's no lack of weapons. Now, are they going to make it with Geno? Don't think so. I don't think so. Round 1 with the Jets didn't work out. Round 2 won't either. I do think they did well. This is also the first draft that both running backs that had entered the draft from the same school got taken in the first round. Both running backs from Notre Dame, Love and now I'm gonna get in trouble because I don't remember the other guy's name off the top of my head, but he also got drafted in the first round. That is unheard of. Do I think anybody else?
Wasn't it Price? Isn't it something?
I think
Price?
so. I think it is Price.
Yeah.
Let's see who. Yeah, it is Price because he went to the Seahawks. Was there anybody else? I was really interested in why Mekhi Lemon fell so far after the Eagles ended up drafting him. I mean, I think the writing's on the wall. I think AJ Brown is going to be out. Now I think the Eagles are going to try to get as much as they possibly can, even though they kind of showed their hand and saying, we're going to exchange one headache for another one. Did you see his post-draft interview?
No.
Let me.
Oh yeah.
Get a little bit of Stephen Wonder in here because that's how his draft interview was. I just got to thank everybody. Then it was weird, bro. It was absolutely weird. Is that a Philly thing? Like, is that what they necessarily want? Who knows? Mike, tell me how you really feel about the Raiders draft. Come on, we did well.
No, you didn't. I don't think Mendoza's good, man. I don't think he's the guy.
I'm saying
I do think he won't get arrested, which is great for the Raiders organization. Hey. But
I don't got to worry about him gambling.
Yeah, that's true. You don't got a lot of I
mean, we're in Vegas.
I mean, you have a lot of pieces in place. I'm more excited about the Raiders team, right? And even with what's his name there, Kirk Cousins at quarterback. To be honest, like I think you got a lot of pieces, and I think that could be really good. But I just don't know if Mendoza's the guy. So
where's my? Let's go. I'm gonna take it. I'll take that as a win. That's the first time. It's not him talking trash. Perfect. I'll take it.
I mean, think about it. You got a star running back. You got one of the best tight ends already in the league. Mm-hmm. You got some young receivers. I would like to see another vet receiver in there, to be honest.
I wanted them to at least bolster that. That's the only position group that I'm really worried about is that receiver group. I mean,
yeah, agreed.
The biggest passing threat on the field is Brock Bowers, and that's not necessarily good. Like I want a true number one receiver that'll take the pressure off of Brock to where I have more of a matchup nightmare. Like I don't want Brock to be double teamed the entire time because nobody else can get open. But that's just me. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm interested to see if they'll actually have a good 1-2 punch with Genty and Mike Washington. I had to go back and watch some of Mike Washington's highlights. Like he's a big dude. Big dude, runs downhill. I mean, doesn't get knocked off of his balance too often. He's 6'1", 220. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I know at least on paper, he looks better than any of the other running backs we have. So outside of Genty, he'll definitely be number 2, but we'll see how that pans out. Anything else surprise you guys this week before we sign out?
I'm surprised the Pistons are down 3-1.
Yeah, we talked about that, man. That's rough. To have that good of a season, to be the Pistons, have that good of a season, and be down right now, that is rough.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, they led the East with the only 60-win team that come out of the East. I mean, even Boston was 4 games behind them, and that's a good 73%, winning percentage. Like, that's
Yeah.
to be down 3-1 to the 8th seed, 8th seed Magic.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I didn't know Orlando just lost Wagner, right?
Yeah.
He's hurt?
I don't know how long he's out for, but if he's out for an extended period, that hurts.
Looks like they have him labeled day-to-day with a calf.
Dude, there's been too many injuries in the playoffs so far. Like,
yeah,
you hate to see that.
Yeah, you definitely want full squads, man. But I mean, it's part of the game. It is what it is.
Right. Yep.
All right. Oh, Oscar, my guy. So sorry for that. Welcome, man. Welcome. Go back to the Eagles and winning some rings now. Yeah, that ain't happening this year. Good sir.
Too bad we didn't cut that off live like a minute ago.
All gravy. For those still tuned in, make sure you watch us on subscribe to us on YouTube at JAMM Packed Podcast. Click on that notification button to view us live. We're live every Monday night, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at JAMM Packed Podcast. If you really need to reach out to us, reach out to us on Instagram. We like to get to know our viewers. If you like to be a guest speaker, also reach out to us there. As always, we enjoy talking sports. That's just, we do it every week, whether we hit record or not. We love sports. We hope you tune in next week as we continue rolling through all of these playoffs and more into the NFL. As always, till next week, make sure you are kind to one another. Be safe out there. We'll see you guys next week.
See you, fellas.
Right. Later, fellas.
Okay.
Yo, it's jam-packed, turn the volume to the max. Every episode hitting like a fresh new track. We got the juice, the vibe, the facts. So lean in close, it's time to unpack. Mic check, 1, 2, we breaking the mold. Story so bold, got the heat and the cold. From culture to combo, we never play flat. Every beat, every word, yeah, jam-packed. J for the jokes, A for the art, M for the moments that hit from the heart, M for the magic, the mind, the map. Put it all together, now you're jam-packed. Tune in, lock in, we're taking you higher. Fuel for your thoughts, spark for your fire. No filler, no fluff, just truth intact. This ain't just a pod, it's jam-packed. Yo, it's jam-packed, turn the volume to the max. Every episode hitting like a fresh new track. We got